thanks for clicking on the video. Hit the subscribe button for more weekly content, and hit the notification bell so you won't miss a thing. What happens when the ultimate darkness confronts the brightest hope? Will they pull off a miracle, or is this battle their destiny? Wink wink, nudge nudge. What's good, peeps? What's poppin'? How are you doing? And welcome to a brand new part of our fantabulous fire hype series. What if Kari was the Digimon Emperor? We are 7 parts deep in the story, and judging by how you all reached the light goal the day the previous part dropped, I could tell you are really enjoying it. Kari being the villain in the story is such a drastic change, and it shows. Make Crackmon? What is she gonna do with that? Let's dive in and see. I'm going to up the ante. If this part gets 20 likes, you'll get part 8. This video is gonna be a long one, so sit back, relax, grab some snacks, and let's roll in. In front of TK was a beast he'd never seen before. It exuded pure malevolence on par with the Dark Masters. But this thing, it was worse. It was an unbridled monster ready to tear apart anything in its path, friend or foe. That's no Digimon. That thing's a monster! Kari roared in a fit of laughter before taunting him some more. You see now, TK? There's no way you can win. It's over. I don't think so. At that moment came Davis and the others. The D3s alerted them of some crazy signals and made it just in time. With his friends there to back him up, TK regained his composure and prepared for a hard battle. Patamon armored Digivolved into Pegasusmon and joined the others. To say this is an uphill fight would be an understatement. Our heroes have Flamedramon, Shurimon, Digimon, Pegasusmon, and Buchimon, 5 armor level Digimon. In terms of power, these Digimon in particular are roughly equal to champions. When dealing with the Digimon Emperor's ultimate siphon, they had to work on removing the device rather than defeating the more powerful Digimon. But now, there's no such device, only an immensely powerful opponent. They tried their best to use their numbers to outmaneuver it, but Make Crackmon excelled in speed and agility, closing in at blinding speeds and blowing the other Digimon far back. What are you gonna do? This thing is too powerful. We have to keep trying, guys. This thing must have a weakness somewhere. The Digimon were holding their own, but really they were trying to keep from taking any critical damage. As TK was painfully watching everything unfold, he felt something tug on his shorts. He looked down and saw a surprising sight. It was Gatomon. Before he could say something, she ran off into the corridor. Taking that as a sign to follow her, TK did just that, cryptically telling the others to watch Pegasusmon for him until he gets back. In the midst of all this fighting and chaos, Kari didn't notice this. TK caught up to Gatomon and immediately questioned her. Gatomon, what's going on? What's going on with you and Kari? She stared at the ground, unable to look in my eye, as if she was ashamed.
I don't know why Kari turned evil. Her light has been completely consumed by darkness. But she's still my partner. I can't abandon her.
Being her partner doesn't mean being her slave. It means helping her when she needs you the most. It means bringing Kari out of that darkness. It means being her friend.
That's why I brought you here.
The two stepped into what looked like an engine room.
This is the room that powers the entire base. The source of that power is this.
Gatomon said, pointing to the artifact at the center. TK further examined it. It was a gold ball with a single wing at the top, with a silver crest on the front. This is a Digi-Egg!
It's the golden Digi-Egg of destiny. Kari found it one day and figured it was the perfect power source for the base.
If it's powering this entire place, it must be intense. Again, Gatomon grabbed TK's shorts and pleaded.
I know Kari's true goal, and Make Crackmon's not the end. Please, TK, use this to save Kari.
No further explanation was needed. He knew what needed to be done. TK accepted the golden Digi-Egg and made his way back to the fight. But that, of course, was going to be difficult, since the base's main power source was gone. Or so he thought. The backup source came online, and after some turbulence, things leveled off again. However, this disturbance was noticed by the other Digi-Destined and Kari. Out of the corner of her eye, she saw TK emerging from the darkness. It wasn't long before she put 2 and 2 together after seeing what he was holding. Pegasusmon! Her holy beast saw his partner and the golden Digi-Egg. He reverted into Patamon, nodding that it's ready. Golden armor energize! Everyone witnessed the little guy being surrounded in a brilliant golden light and marveled at the creature that emerged. Rhinomon! Before continuing, I have to clarify two things. These also serve as spoilers for my What If TK Was the Leader series, so skip ahead if you haven't seen that yet. First up, one reason I had TK search for the golden Digiegg is because, like in the previous What If, I believe it makes more sense for Davis and Flamedramon to stay, since they're more suited to direct combat. We know how broken Angemon is, don't get it twisted, but taking Flamedramon away from a strong opponent doesn't make sense to me. Secondly, in regards to Patamon becoming Rhinomon again, that couldn't be helped. I did my research, and it turns out that Patamon becomes Rhinomon with both the Digiegg of Miracles and the Digiegg of Destiny. It just couldn't be helped. I also want a new form, but it is what it is. Back to the story, our heroes are stunned at the spectacle in front of them. A golden armored Digimon. Look at him! You might actually be able to win! Kari stood on the opposite side, visibly irritated, wondering how he even managed to get that Digiegg. No matter, Crackmon can still handle them. For you guys wondering, this will still be a tough challenge. Rhinomon is as strong as an ultimate level Digimon, and is a lot faster than it looks. Its defensive capabilities are insane, making it the perfect tank. But Crackmon still has the upper hand in terms of speed. Rhinomon can't seem to land a good hit, but the hits Crackmon are landing fail to phase the golden Digimon. Both are at a stalemate.
There must be something we can do.
Only Rhinomon can land a good hit. Ken then got an idea. If the rest of their Digimon distracted Crackmon, maybe they would provide an opening for Rhinomon to attack. It was risky, but the Digimon agreed without hesitation. All at once, they charged in, with Rhinomon in the back, waiting for the right moment. And Kari was no fool. By seeing this new Digimon now biding his time, she instantly figured it out. Let's just say that she was not pleased either, because this plan of theirs might actually work, all because they now have an ultimate too. Wait, she thought. Crackmon wasn't her only ultimate Digimon. She looked behind her and saw Gatomon, who had secretly made her way back to the other side amongst the chaos. Kari gave off a maniacal grin towards her original partner.
I think it's time for you to join in on the fun.
Gatomon looked utterly mortified, completely not accounting for this scenario. But before she could even say anything, her entire body radiated in a black light, and she became Lady Devimon once more. Rhinomon found the opening he needed, but it was lost after being blindsided by a barrage of bats. This was the worst possible scenario, and something the Digidestined didn't anticipate. Two ultimate Digimon. This caused our heroes to feel something they hoped to never experience. Hopelessness. Jahlani and Cody dropped to their knees. Ken's eyes shrunk in fear. Davis and TK were speechless. And these emotions transferred to their Digimon. One by one, Crackmon landed critical blows that reverted each of them back to their rookie forms, starting with Flamedramon, then Shurimon, Digimon, and finally Buchimon. Rhinomon was still durable enough to take each hit, but he saw that this battle was lost for them. Thinking quickly, he destroyed part of the base's wall, gathered the defeated Digimon and their partners on its back, and retreated. Hearing the laugh of the Digimon Emperor ring out. After all of that, even with the power of a golden Digiegg, they were defeated. The Digimon Emperor won. What were they going to do? Rhinomon wasn't enough to beat Crackmon, and their ultimate plan failed because Kari still had Lady Devimon. Is the digital world destined to fall under the Digimon Emperor's control? It can't be. Besides, they made a promise to remain in the digital world until the Digimon Emperor had been stopped. But how can they get strong enough to do that? A couple of days go by and everyone seems to be completely healed after their ordeal in the Digimon Emperor's base. The group is huddled around a campfire brainstorming ideas on what to do. Suddenly, TK gets a message on a D-terminal with astonishing news. The location of a second golden Digiegg. The message reveals that the sender has been watching them and that this Digiegg might turn the things back in their favor. TK is more shocked to learn that this sender is none other than Genai. He reveals all this to his friends, and with no other options, they make preparations to head towards the golden Digiegg. Here's where you guys come in. I'm going to leave a poll in the comments, and I want you all to vote on who should get the golden Digiegg. Should it be Davis, Ken, Jahlani, or Cody? This is your chance to drive the story, and each option would take the story down a different path. Before we end this part, we have to check in with Kari, because she is not pleased. In her base, she's entering the main lab, the same one housing Mekomon. Next to it was another incubation chamber, this one holding Gatomon, fully conscious.
I certainly didn't expect this from you, Gatomon.
but it all makes sense. I mean, how else could TK have gotten my Digi-Egg? Kari explained as she replayed the video footage of Gatomon aiding TK in getting the Digi-Egg of Destiny.
I did it because I'm your friend, Kari. You have to stop this.
Friend? I guess I haven't been clear with you either. I'm sorry about that, she said while holding some black collar device. I'm your master, not your friend. And with this, your little rebellious phase will be over. That's where our story ends for today. What do you guys think? It seems like the longer Kari is under the Darksport's influence, the more evil she becomes. Now Gatomon, the only one close to her now, forcibly fallen into darkness. Leave your predictions down below on how you think our story will continue. Also, don't forget to vote for who gets the golden Digi-Egg. Thank you guys for taking the time to watch this video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next part. Bye-bye.